Turning back to our forecast here, as we've mentioned, we're keeping folks weather aware with a whole lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, it's not a washout, but we're going to have to be specifically tuned in tomorrow, Brittany.
Yes, tomorrow afternoon, and what you said, Colin and Vanessa, absolutely true. It's the storms that develop could become strong to severe. Main threats here of some medium-sized hail, some gusty winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. I want to make it clear that this is nothing like the storm system we had just about a week or so ago that caused those 2 tornadoes in parts of Gaston County. Also, with the rain we've had as of late, some localized flooding not out of the question. If we just had tomorrow's storm potential, I wouldn't think flooding would be an issue, but it's just based on the fact that we've seen a lot of rain. In fact, the first half of the month has been one of the wettest Mays actually we've ever had here in the Charlotte area. Again, the first half of May so far. Now, we've already started to see some rain today. Most of these not encompassing any kind of storms, but the rain has been moderate to heavy at times, and that's because it is so humid across the area right now. We do have some rain mostly in Alexander County, as most of the mountains and foothills, we're talking Burke and Caldwell County, has started to clear out. The mountains as well. We also have some pockets of rain developing in Gaston County. If you go to our website, you can actually see some of our local cameras that we own, and one of them is our Dallas Tower Cam. It's raining for that camera right now. Some northern half of York County, just to the west there of Rock Hill, we're seeing some rain there as well. Starting to move over western Lake Wiley. Western side of York County seeing some rain as well, and we have some heavy rain moving into western parts of Chester County too. So all of that again is just rain, and that's because we have this warm southwesterly wind coming in from, you guessed it, the south and west, and that's sandwiched between that, of course, warm air and this front that we have to our north and east. Now, because of that, we have all the humidity we need. We have the trigger because we have the front, but what we lack today is a lot of instability. That's because the clouds were lingering off and on for much of the day. Tomorrow we have 1 and 2, but we also have the sunshine. You can actually see this by 9 o'clock. We start to clear out some of the rain that will linger in a few spots overnight, and we'll actually see sun mixing in here and there. And that's why 3 o'clock on the dot, we'll start to see some of these showers and storms trigger for the mountains and foothills. Now, 3 p.m. around that time, I do think we'll see some of those storms developing, mainly north of I-40, but for most of the Charlotte metro, this will be closer to 6 o'clock. This will remain off and on through about 6 p.m., off and on through about 10, and I think after 10 o'clock, most of this activity does start to dry out. Overnight, some clouds will linger. This means some patchy drizzle possible too, but by Sunday afternoon, most areas do start to dry out. The good news here is that there's little to no tornado threat at all. For areas a little bit further south and toward the coast, it's a little bit different. But for our local 22 counties, no threat right now. Again, medium-sized hail, we'll have to watch that, and gusty winds, which is pretty typical for us here in the Carolinas. Gusty winds is typically our #1 threat here, 60+ miles per hour. Something else I do want to especially watch as we especially get towards 6, 7, 8 p.m. is the lightning risk. And that's because we have Charlotte FC at home. Of course, Colin and Vanessa mentioned this, 7:30 kickoff there. And also first pitch for the Knights is at 6 p.m. So with this threat of lightning, right around those same times, right around uptown, we'll be keeping a very close eye on this in the WCNC Charlotte Weather Center. And of course, you can too with our WCNC Charlotte mobile app. We'll of course be tracking it, providing updates on social media, as well as on air and online. As we look at your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast for Sunday, of course, things look a lot better. Those rain chances have lowered. I think we could see a spotty shower or storm. However, it's not nearly as widespread as Saturday. No severe risk. Monday actually looks fantastic. Tuesday, Wednesday too, before we do eventually bring in that chance for showers and storms by Thursday and Friday. And that will continue off and on through Memorial Day weekend. Of course, for Charlotte FC at home again. And of course, the big Coca-Cola 600.
Brittany, thank you.